Hello everyone, welcome to my first real look at a campaign in DCS. We're going to play single player for a while on the channel, and we're going to be playing the brand new Operation Epsom campaign. Now this is for the Spitfire and has been produced in cooperation or largely by Bunyap, who has a YouTube channel. A brief description of the campaign here. Actually, it's not really a brief description at all. It's a small novella. There are 12 missions we'll be flying. We've got to destroy some vehicles. Looks like there's aircraft we have to have damaged or destroyed. And some various other bits and pieces. Take note, it says here there's no comparison between simulation and actual warfare, but if you give these missions an honest effort, engage targets as they appear, and make it back to base in one piece, you will have done well that day. The missions are formatted in accordance with RAF norms at the time, etc., etc. So it could be quite interesting. We'll play the very first mission, and we'll see how it goes. Now, my understanding is that the mission is set within one of the Canadian wings of the 2nd Tactical Air Force. Here we go, 144 wing, which was commanded by Johnny Johnson at this time. I've read Johnny Johnson's book Wing Leader a few times. It's a good book. And one thing I noticed about... I've got to activate this, so I'll do that, and I'll be back with some more discussion about Johnny Johnson in just a second. Okay, so Johnny Johnson commanded this wing, and I note that Johnny Johnson has some interesting things to say about the gun convergence on the Spitfire, a topic which Eagle Dynamics has been rather reticent to engage with. Anyway, I won't post the actual references. A few people probably know what I am referring to. Right, so let's have a look at the briefing. An armed recce, recon. We are going to take off from... That's interesting. Where's the actual takeoff location? It's got my waypoints. It's got my weather. It's got my various other information here, but it doesn't seem to suggest where I'm supposed to take off from. Ah, there it is. Saint-Croix. Saint-Croix. And we're going to be flying a sort of hexagonal pattern around the city of Caen and as far as Argenton. Sorry for my pronunciation of these French towns, really. I'm quite crap at this. Okay, heavy flak. Well, basically, we're going to be flying over heavy flak concentrations. Excellent. Well done. One there. Basically, my waypoints, which happen to be towns, are also heavy flak concentrations. That is going to be lovely. Luftwaffe fighter activity from the last few days. A number of aircraft have been seen around Évreux, and, well, my flight path just happens to coincide with sightings of aircraft recently. Road activity east of Caen. Ooh, some interesting stuff. We've got the 49th, 53rd, and 3rd Canadian Divisions. The Canadian Division and 2 other divisions, and some Panzers floating about. What are we looking for? Weather-wise, pretty good. Okay, situation. June 24th at 1700. Enfield Squadron will fly an afternoon armed reconnaissance southeast of Caen. Objective is to prevent reinforcements and supplies reaching enemy lines near Caen by destroying vehicles moving along the roads and disrupting activity on the railway lines. So it looks like we're going to be looking for soft targets on the roads and the railway lines east of Caen. Engine start is 1800, and the lead aircraft will take off from Advanced Landing Ground Bravo 3, St. Croix, at 1805. The squadron leader will contact the group control center, call sign Kenway, on radio transmission button D to report the squadron as airborne. Okay, so I wonder if I should be writing some of this stuff down, because I'm not going to be able to flick between screens all the time. Form up over the base, fly along at 10,000 feet to Oosterham. Okay, this is basically a discussion of all the waypoints. Radio buttons, wing local is A, St. Croix is B, C is for TAF guard, and D is group guard channel. We should monitor D throughout the flight. Okay, so I've got to get airborne, use Delta channel to report our airborne status, and then stay on Delta for the whole flight. Good. I think we can have a crack at this. Now, there will be voiceover, apparently, so I have to not talk too much, I think, during the flight. Okay, we've arrived in cockpit, and I've got the briefing screen. Let's have a quick look through the briefing. My task is combat air support. As we know, yada, yada, yada. Armed reconnaissance southeast of Caen. Objective is to prevent reinforcements. Engine starts at 1800, and the lead group of aircraft will take off from St. Croix. Squadron leader will contact group center on button D. Each section of 4 will hold over the base in echelon starboard formation. In a left-hand turn at 3000 to form up. Then, once formed up, we climb east at 10,000 feet to Oosterham. Be prepared to widen formation and change course regularly if engaged. Ooh. Then we go to Carbourg, Liseaux, descending for the armed patrol. Okay, so we descend basically. So we climb to 10,000 feet and then we just descend straight away again. Interesting. Then we follow this around. Liseaux, Argentan, Falais, Ver. Was that Ver? I don't know. Okay, use the kneeboard. Cross the lines no lower than 5,000 feet. That's the line there, the yellow line. So basically, I've got to climb to 10 from 3, then just go back down again for some strange reason. Then sort of patrol around, I guess, at medium-low level, and then climb back over 5 when I want to cross the line. Flak. Enemy intel. The Luftwaffe have pulled back to bases in the Paris area. Increased activity is expected over the next several weeks. Okay, so probably not expecting much. 2 to 8 Focke-Wulf have been common. Hiding in the clouds. Enemy road activity during the day has been lighter. More than usual activity is being reported in Liseaux and Caen. So that's here. So that's probably the most likely place I'm going to find some ground units is on that road. Okay, well, let's get the aircraft started then, shall we? So here we are in cockpit. And let's enable track IR. Okay, we've got 4 other aircraft over here. A couple of Jeeps looking pretty cool. There's some more. Could be more aircraft. Yes, we have 4 more over there. Barrels. Right, check the gear is down. Good. Lights are on, gear shows is down. Trim the aeroplane into the correct. Check the flaps. Flaps are in the up position and the indicators are showing correctly. I'm now trimmed correctly. Fuel cock's on, fuel pump is on for engine start. Turn the fuel pressure gauge. Actually, we won't need that because we're not going to be climbing. I'll turn it on just in case we do climb later. Magneto's on. Switch covers open. Prime the engine. Just put some brakes in here to as well so we don't roll too far forward when the engine start happens. Clear prop, gentlemen. And engage the mixture control. Right, now will they start theirs as well? Yes, they will. Yes, they will. Will the other guys start theirs as well? No, maybe they're not coming with us. Okay, let's taxi out. You guys going to follow me? How does this work? So we're going to climb in a left hand up to 3,000 feet. And I need to put the radio onto the delta switch once we're up. Presto leader to Kenway are airborne. Presto leader with Mustangs. Cool. Bit of voice acting there. It's a little bit hard to hear what's going on. I'm glad they've got their text on screen. Now I'm just going to raise my seat a little bit. Short fellow and I need good visibility. Cockpit lighting will turn on. Dim it down to about half. Brakes reduced. Cockpit can remain open. They are lining up waiting for me to get airborne, so let's go. We're going to go into a left hand at 3,000 feet. Okay, takeoff power has been attained. It's being a little bit bumpy there. We're airborne. Gear up nice and quickly. Confirm the flaps are up. Oh, there's another 4 aircraft, another 2 aircraft down here. Close the canopy. Okay, switch to the D position on the radio. D is on. Turning left, left hand, climbing to 3,000 feet. I'll go max continuous engine settings here, 2650 RPM and 7 pounds.
Airfield leader to Kenway for airborne with 8 Spits. Do you have anything for us?
That was a Canadian voice. Airborne with 8. I can't do how Canadians do their vowel sounds are quite unique. Right, we maintain this left hand climbing to 3,000. Once everyone's formed up, then we're going to get jiggy. And we'll go to the... What was that? That's the airfield I used over here. Oh, a bit laggy there. Okay, so it looks like the messages from my own wingman do not get repeated as text on screen. Do they? Very busy radio chatter. Must be approaching 3 now, 2.5. Formation of 4 aircraft off in the distance there. I'll just check whether the F10 map is accurate. 4 rejoined. I don't know who that is. Yes, it is. Where are we? Over here somewhere. There we are. Okay, so my 4 wingmen are airborne. Whoopsie! Trim before you check the map, guys. Should we use the knee board? Yes, we've got a knee board. Okay, here's the flight plan in total. It's quite laggy loading these images. Wow! Ah, that's a good one. Yeah, so here's these units on this road here. Oh gosh, they're really close to Caen. Okay, 4,000 feet. Excuse me. It's a bit of a frog in the throat. Still got aircraft getting airborne down there. There's at least one more still turning onto the threshold. Got one just gone wheels up. too high for this. I need to just descend a bit. Throttle back. 0 pounds. 20 something hundred. Just sit in this comfy left hand turn. Navigation lights are off. Canopy is closed. Flaps are yes in the up position. T's and P's are good. It's a slightly better altitude. Number 4 is airborne. Number 4 of the second flight. That makes him number 8. He'll now go into a left-hand orbit as well. I think we are ready to head on out. Aircraft whizzing around behind me. There they go. That's my wingman joining me. So A flight is pretty much formed up here. I've got more aircraft, I think, from B flight also swinging in around behind. Let's turn onto the first waypoint, 090 heading, and climbing to 10,000 feet. We can go max continuous for that, 2650 RPM and 7 pounds boost. Off we go to the east, climbing up to Ouistreham and Caen, I think it was. I'll just double check that I'm on channel D. Channel D. Okay, Ouistreham I've actually got visual on. It's over here, where that river mouth is, so we'll just head for that visually. There are the wingmen forming up behind. I'm going to trim this aeroplane out a bit. 3,500 feet climbing now. Climbing. Yeah, we've got 2,000 feet per minute. Relatively steep climb. Go nose up a little bit more here. Now, I did say there was, I think I said there was flak in the first waypoint. Let's check the D. No flak near Cardboard. Oh, yeah, there's a whole, no. There's units down here to the south. Ignore those. It's this road here between Liseaux and Caen that I'm most interested in. Wow, lots of aircraft in the sky. I've got 8 over there, another 4 over there. My wingmen are all forming up now with the second flight a bit further behind. Oh, another 12, another 8 over there. I did say there were going to be 48 Spitfires in the air, so nearly 50 of us flying around here. And have absolute air superiority over any Hun that shows up. 5,000 feet climbing still. Second flight's moving up to the right now. Very good. Now, it did say we should be in standard starboard echelon. Now, is that starboard echelon, i.e. the second flight to the starboard of the right flight? I think it is, because within each flight here, we're actually in a finger 4 formation. You can see the second section just over there, and you can see my wingman on my right wing behind there. So I think that standard starboard echelon was referring to the 2 flights being formed up in echelon on each other. Within each flight, we're in finger 4 formation. Gosh, there's 4, 4, and 4 over here, plus another 4. I've got 16 aircraft in the long 2 o'clock position. That's a lot. Aircraft look so much better when they're in formation in DCS. In fact, in any game. But those aircraft there, I can see them visually. There's 8 aircraft. Let's check the map. I'm here. That's those guys there. So they are Caen to Morieres away, and I can see them very clearly visually. That's about 20 kilometers, I believe. Not bad. The visibility of picking up dots has improved quite a lot in DCS, I've noticed. Since 1.5, I'm not sure if this is because they're in formation, they're just easier to spot, or whether they've actually done something to make it easier. Okay, I think we're pretty much at the first waypoint. I'm a bit low though, so I'm going to yank the nose up, and we're just going to quickly smash our way up through this remaining 2,500 feet. Up go the noses of all my wingmen. We're over the waypoint now, almost at Crépon. Airspeed's down to 180. We can just lower the nose a fraction. Bit of right trimmed, stable, and balanced. check if that map there, that's the good map. Okay, Carbourg's just ahead of us. We've got about 2 kilometres more to fly, and then we'll turn right on to, check the knee pad, the 120 for 16 nautical miles. 120, so that's a bit of a right turn. Still only at 8,000 feet. Come on, keep climbing. Just checking if we're over. Oh, I got a little bit more before we're over Crapon. Carbourg. It's Carbourg, not Crapon. Carbourg. Crapon I'm remembering from Cliffs of Dover. It was one of the airfields that we used to often use. It's not far from here either. Oh, flak. Okay, we've got flak boost. So let's do what the guy said and weave a bit. Briefing. We just happen to have flown straight over a town that's covered in flak. I guess we at least know that we're over the town now. Let's turn right then onto 120, gentlemen. And we no longer need all this height apparently. It said we can just descend down to our... Wow. We've got 8 aircraft over there, 8 aircraft over here, and we are 8. So 3 8. So we've got 24 aircraft in the airspace visible at the moment. That's 120. We're going to descend a little bit. I'll take us down to about 6,000 feet-ish. Left trim for the descent. Down we go, gentlemen. And our next objective is the town of Liseaux, which should be off in that direction somewhere. There it is, I think. Visual. Just to the left of the nose, there's a bit of a town over there. I'm pretty sure that's going to be it. There's also a strange white thing here, which could be a... That's a factory chimney, I think. I was thinking it might be a smokestack. Okay. There was a transmission saying contact 12 o'clock, but I have absolutely no idea who was transmitting. Whether that was for me. Nothing came up on the screen, so it's possible, and it was a Canadian voice, so it's possible that was for me. However, those aircraft over there are friendly. They're on the map. Yeah, it's that lot over there. I don't know what that was a reference to. Is there actually something here at 12 o'clock on the ground? Is there something in the air at 12 o'clock? That is a factory with the smokestack and smoke. So I was right. There was actually smoke over here, but that's a factory. Now, if the town has a forest next to it, then I know it's Liseaux. Yeah. Yeah, we're heading straight towards the right town. And then to the right of Liseaux, on the way towards Caen, is this road. And the road is apparently being used to reinforce Caen itself. Now let's try and find... Ah, hello. Vehicles over there. Burning vehicles. They've already been attacked. Okay, what we're going to do though is we're going to drop down onto the highway and we'll follow it about halfway towards Caen just to check if there's anything. It should be given a wee poke. Okay, where's the road in relation to this forest? Quick check of the map. Okay, the forest. Contact targets 3 o'clock, point 3. I don't know what point 3 means. Sorry, 3 o'clock. What does point 3 mean? Does that mean 30 degrees below the horizon? 30 degrees above the horizon? 0.3 kilometers away? Right, I think I'm going to head over to where those smokestacks are, because that was pretty much 3 o'clock. We'll also consult the map just to see how... Ah, here's the road coming out. 0.3. What does 0.3 mean? Should be coming up over the road soon. He's telling me we've got contacts at 12 o'clock. Oh, do I see vehicles? No, I see trees on the highway. We just went over a railway line. What the heck? Okay, we've gone past. We've gone past, and there's a railway line just behind us. Is there anything on that railway line? Is it a railway line? Or is that the highway? Is that the railway line? No, it's a highway. So where are these targets that he was going on about? 12 o'clock. Where's that? This is the road out of... This is the road out of Liseaux into Caen, I believe. Directly underneath me now. Ah, no, there's the road. Hey, that road definitely comes out of Caen. Yep, this road here, Liseaux. This road here, it follows along and then it goes along here. Oh, is that a ground object on the road up there? Just a tree shadow. Okay, we're going to follow this highway in towards Caen. Right, keep your eyes peeled on the road, gents. Anything that moves, rat-a-tat-tat. Oh wow, this is really quite a big avenue. Shadowy down there though. And now that we're down so low, it's actually hard to see. Anyone seen anything on the road? Guys, have you seen anything on the road? Just let me know if you do. I think we're going to have to fly the other direction because there's too much shadows from this direction. Road turns left here. Very stuttery right now. Incredibly stuttery. Stuttery buttery. Maybe that is a railway line. Oh, it's hard to tell.
Contact target 3 o'clock. 4-3.
Target 3 o'clock. Target 3 o'clock. What? 3 o'clock low, 3 o'clock high, 3 o'clock ground targets, 3 o'clock aerial targets. You guys are making no sense. You can't just say target 3 o'clock and that's it. You've got to give me a bit of information. Is it moving? Is it static? Is it above the horizon? Is it below the horizon? Approximate angels? Approximate range?
Contact target 1 o'clock. 4-4.
Target 1 o'clock. Whatever a forward is. This is... I mean, it's really nice having the voice acting, but to be honest, I can't really make out what the fuck they're on about. Let's go to the kneeboard. Okay, there's the river. There's a river here along this highway somewhere. Aha! There's the river. So left of this town called La Butte, there should be some targets. There's the town. There's the river. Let's go back to that kneeboard. Right, just by the town, basically. There's a target somewhere right by this town, according to the kneeboard. There's an orange thing. Orange something. Okay, I'm south of the town now. There's the railway line or the road. I'm looking. I'm really looking. I really am. I've got all these Spitfires here, armed to the teeth. I've got a marker on the map, which tells me there should be something here. It's a really lovely looking town, I gotta say. Just unfortunate that I've got wingmen who... Oh, hello! In the field. No, they're trees. Oh, they're flat guns. Shit! Back off. Get out of here, gents. Oh, yeah, there comes flak. Out we go. Okay, I'm not gonna mess around in this town. Right, let's go. Oh yeah, you can see all sorts of shit going on. Right, so we're going to head to the next waypoint. I'm not going to mess around with all this. This is way too dangerous for my liking. Okay, we've been to Liseaux, we've been to... Now we need to go to Argentan, which is the next waypoint. Just check the map, where's that? Due south of us. Oh, you're kidding me, it's not on the map. Ah, they've given us a waypoint that's not even on the map, and this looks like it should be an airfield. Look at this, I bet that's supposed to be an airfield. They haven't built. This looks suspiciously like what should be an airfield. But the map's not been finished. Look at this. Ha ha ha. I bet you. I bet you, I bet you, I bet you. Where are we? Hard to tell, but I wouldn't be surprised just south of this river. Okay, well, we're going to follow this canal, basically south. Canal and railway line. Okay, so that triangle just turned out to be, I think, a small flak position. There were two flak guns in the middle of that field. We've got stuff on the ground up ahead which is burning. Maybe that marks ground targets. Maybe that's what those fires are. They're supposed to show me where the ground targets are. It's a bit of a cheesy way of marking it. We're going to have a look and see what that fire is. It's basically at our next waypoint, which is off the map, unfortunately, but it's pretty much about where it should be. Due south of Falais. Yeah, we're going to need to come left about 10 degrees. Throttle back again now, gents, back to max continuous. Stay down here at about this altitude. Have we got everybody with us still? 1, 2, 3, 4 on the other flight, and my wingman there. Should be another pair off to the left. Yes. 1, 2. Oh, look at all those fires over there. Maybe those are the ground targets. Maybe I'm supposed to attack the fires. Well, these ones up here. Oh no, there it is still. There's a fire down there. This is Falais, I think. Falais. Okay, we'll see if this is... And that means the town of Argentan is off the map to our south. It's a bit annoying that they've chosen to use a waypoint town that's not even on the map. Right, what is this? What's this thing down here that's apparently on fire? Is it units, or is this just where an aircraft's gone in? And am I about to be smashed by flak? Target contact 2 o'clock. Where? Where? I already saw that thing burning, but that was a tank, and the Spitfire can do shit all against tanks. We don't have rockets or bombs. There's absolutely no point attacking a tank unit. What actually is this guy over here? Are there more of them? Oh yeah, I see. Are there more than one? Can't tell what that is. Okay, guns to fire, gentlemen. I'll get my wingman to engage, I think. Charlie, other. Infield 2, engage ground targets.
Infield 2, engage ground targets.
Okay, that's the second flight. Let's see what they do. See if they actually engage. That looks like them peeling off there. It's infield 2 peeling off. See if there's actually anything here for them to attack. Okay, he's just flying off in the distance. My flight has stayed with me. This guy's buggering off over here. Where are you off to, mate? I don't even. Okay, someone else is buggering off. Right, what are you doing? Where are these ground targets that you're attacking? It's nice and slow. Follow this guy around and see what he does. Is he going to make an attack? Oh, that looks like a descent. Here we go. Is there something down here? He's attacking. Ah, trucks in the field. That's the way to find this stuff. You've got to use your wingman. Okay, gentlemen, I'm engaging. Did I get it? Yes! One truck smackarooed. Okay, now I've marked the target area. I can actually attack with a bit more speed this time. And run less risk of smashing into the ground. Something just blew up. Kaboomfa. Okay, I'm going to try and just use my machine guns now. I don't want to save my cannon rounds in case we end up in aerial combat. Oh, can't see the target anymore. Man, this wingman. Tip for players wanting to do this mission or this campaign, I guess, is use your wingman. Okay, it's there. There's a curve in the road next to the forest, and the trucks are to the left of the road. Okay, roll up and over here. Here's a loose side of them. That field there, keeping eyes on it. Okay, should be another truck. Here he is. Quite steep this approach. Can I hit him with the machine guns? Nailed! And I think that was just machine guns too. Okay, I'm going to get everyone to reform. I think that's both of them. Charlie, F10. Infield 2 rejoin.
Infield 2, rejoin.
Okay, this is good news, chaps. We're going to head south and make sure we're at the Argentan waypoint. Should be up ahead of us. If we're heading 180, that town should be just ahead. Argentan. Don't know if it's a soft G or a hard G. Okay, so we've learned a little trick here. Is that when the wingmen call out something, just tell them to engage, and then you can follow them. They'll mark the target for you. I think we're off the map. Just about off the map. Come left a bit. The town that is our final waypoint should be around here, but it may be not modelled. Okay, back to max continuous. There's a nice river valley down here. A mild one. Okay, we're going to turn on to 270 now. Because I think we're basically off the map. Just confirming that. Yeah, we're heading off the map. So Argentan waypoint is actually down there. Now we're going to head east to Veer and Flares. Flares looks like it also might be off the map. There may be more targets up ahead. There's supposed to be a bunch of other targets around here. Crosses that are on the map, but I think the crosses are flat guns. It says cross shapes and triangle shapes. I think the crosses are flat guns. Or no, maybe the triangles are flat guns. Well, the targets we engaged there at Falais, they weren't even marked on the map, so it's a bit difficult to tell. I think it's just a case of flying the route and then using the wingman. Oh, contacts. Spitfires. That must be the second flight rejoining, surely. Yeah, it is, because they're not over here on my right yet. Well done, chaps. Rejoin. Better than humans at this. They actually know where I am. Because, you know, AI. A lot of crap going on over here. Oh, it's a whole other squadron. Just passed another squadron. Yep. Right, got to turn on to 275280. No one else is calling out any other contacts. Haven't heard a peep out of my wingman for a while. Oh, there's more. Yeah, there's stuff down there. Burning in a field. That squadron was just attacking whatever that is down there in the field. Oh, how do they see this stuff? Spotting ground. Contact target 10 o'clock. Okay, let's. Okay, thank you. Second flight. Engage ground targets.
Enfield 2, engage ground targets.
Okay.
Engage ground targets.
And that voice sounds a lot like Rob from 71st. I wonder if he did the voiceover. Rob, did you do the voiceovers for Bunyap? Sounds a lot like his voice. Okay. Where's the second flight? Come on, second flight. Show me your stuff. You know what? I'm going to tell my guys to do it as well. Flight. Engage ground targets.
Engage targets of opportunity.
Watch these guys.
Engaging target. 2, copy. 2, engaging target.
Okay, I'm going to watch my wingman here. Here we go.
Copy. 3, engaging target. 4, running in.
Sounds like they're rolling in on their attack.
2, guns.
Guns. Someone's going guns.
4, target destroyed.
Oh, one target destroyed already. Ah, I see ground targets down here.
3, guns.
Are they heavy targets or are they light targets? Oh, they're light targets. Destroyed.
3, contact air defense targets at o'clock. Checking forward units across the channel. 4, engaging air defenses.
Engaging air defenses. Oh my goodness. Hey. It's anti-aircraft here. Okay, one more quick attack, gents. Oh, yep, I'm taking fire. Gents, I don't want to stay here all afternoon. I'm taking a lot of flak from back there. Okay, let's all rejoin. Flight. Rejoin. Second flight. Rejoin. Okay, everybody. Yeah. Flak's alive to our location, to our presence, guys. Let's get the hell out of here. Quickly check the map. Where are we? Okay, we need to head on to about 270. So this is the Argentan area. That must be Argentan or whatever it's called over there. Right at the southern extent of our patrol. Well, I think I've nailed 3 vehicles now. I don't know how many vehicles my wingmen have nailed, but we're getting there. I really want to get out to the west, away from here, away from that flak. We'll count up how many wingmen we've still got airborne in a few moments. And head basically towards the sun. And what have we got behind? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 aircraft behind. We may be all here. We'll see. I'm going to throttle back to +4 and 23, and I'll cruise on a heading of about 275. Oh, jeez. I don't want to get involved in air defense targets. I'm sorry, guys. Oh yeah, I can hear burst. I can hear flak burst. There, down there on the right, there's a flak emplacement. Ugh. I just saw it, a whole bunch of white. I'll show you on the screen here. Down there, look. That's pretty grotty. Yeah, guys, avoid that emplacement. Just keep weaving. Try and get out of range as soon as we can. Blimey. That's a big emplacement. 6 flak guns, I think. Maybe more. 88mm guns, perhaps? Who knows? Oh no, one of the boys has been shot down. Bail out, bail out. Oh jeez, we've lost one. Nothing over the radio either. Pretty sure that's one of ours. More ground targets down there. Smoking. Now, let's get out of here, Jen. This is not ideal conditions. Oh wow, we've lost one. Flak burst all around me now. Bloody hell. Eerie round here. What's our heading? Nearly 300. Keep weaving, chaps. Okay, I've got another town coming up. Let's climb. There's really no need to be down here. Not with this flak all around us. I've got 2 contacts at 9 o'clock coming in fast. Let's investigate. I can do a quick sneaky check of the map just to see if they're friendly. Doesn't look like it. That's a pair of aircraft coming in pretty quickly at the left there, guys. Anyone seen that? I don't have the big fat spinners that the Spitfires have either. Now I'm going to get my communications ready. Press F8. If it turns out these guys are hostile, then I'm going to hit F8 very quickly. Okay, combat power, gentlemen. 9 pounds, 2,700. Also, climbing pretty heavy. 2 bingo fuel. What's he on about? Oh no, I don't think they are hostile actually. I think they've got giant spinners on the front. These big black spinners the Spitfire has. You can see from 1,000 miles away. Yeah, they're friendly. Get rid of that cursor. They are friendly. They are spitties. Right, quick check of the map, just to confirm where we are. Need to turn left up towards this town of Veer before we head home. That's our pretty much penultimate waypoint. There is some burning stuff up there, so 4 is on bingo fuel. Does that mean I'm on bingo fuel as well? Yes. Okay, it's time to RTB pretty much, gentlemen. I still have number 3 in my flight on the left. Don't know where my number 2's gone, and I don't know where his number 2 has gone. I think we lost quite a few aircraft actually. I haven't been able to reform yet. I'm telling everyone to RTB shortly anyway. Throw it back. So gentle cruise. I'll just radio everyone to make sure they reform. Flight. Rejoin.
Flight, join up.
And second flight.
Enfield 2, rejoin.
This is our town. Highly likely. Quite a decent sized little place. Ah no, this is Sodero, which is fine. We can now turn north because we're basically back on our course from the knee pad. That is Sodero around here somewhere. So we'll continue north up to Via Bocage, which is pretty much our final Villiers. Probably that one there. Turn on to a north heading. Yeah, basically. Okay, gentlemen, I'm turning right 0 degrees or 10 degrees. He's in formation. Okay, so my flight is now back up to 3 aircraft. It may be that we lost one from my flight. I think the second flight's way behind. I've got 2 aircraft in the distance. So the second flight might have lost 2 aircraft. Wow, that oh no, maybe those 2 that were bingo fuel were the 2 that were peeling off. They're RTB because they're bingo fuel. I think they'll automatically RTB once they hit bingo fuel. Which means we need to be pretty smart about getting home ourselves. Now we're supposed to cross the lines at a minimum of 10,000 feet, if I recall. We're just going to quickly shoot up a couple of K here. And then we'll get ourselves in a position to go over the line. You can't be far off it. So I think the aircraft that we lost from my section was from my section, and the other 4 are still airborne, and they're RTB. I think that's what happened. Let's just quickly check the map here. Yeah, those 2. There's me. There's my flight of 3. That's 411 Squadron. Also 411 Squadron. Oh no, we're 443. It is 443, 443, 443, and 443. Okay, the second flight has all 4 aircraft of the second flight are still airborne. They are heading home because of fuel. I've got 2 wingmen left in my flight, so we lost 1 from April, basically. A lot of artillery burst down there on the ground. We're above 10,000 feet now, so we can happily cross the lines. The canal. That canal basically heads us home. In fact, we can follow the canal all the way to Saint-Poissonnier, which is our destination airfield. It's perfect. So we'll turn into this bearing 060070. Still got my 2 buddies with me. We'll get ourselves well and truly across the line, and then we'll descend. The line is at Vieux-Bocage, which is there. Stay above 10,000 chance. Lower the seat a bit now. Don't need it so high. How's the fuel looking? 25, 26 gallons. That's enough to get us back and down. Right, T's and P's are good. Flaps and gear are up. No damage that I can report of. Everything's indicating correctly. Start thinking about landing soon. I'll begin a descent very shortly. I'd say we're over the line now. Still not quite over the line. I need to get past that town there. There's the canal heading up to the airfields. Air defense target 12 o'clock. I am not interested in attacking air defense targets. Oh yeah, I can hear it. We've already lost 1 today to air defense targets, flying around over AA positions, so we're not going to risk losing another. There's Liseaux airfield off to the left. A couple of ships offshore down there. That, I believe, is Saint-Poissonnier. Could be further over to the right. Just got to get used to this. Okay, let's begin a descent. 2 airfields in front. Ah, that's La Poissonnier there. That one in the distance where my gun sight is focused on now. We can begin our descent now, chaps. We are over friendly lines. Just visual confirm on the map. Yep, past the friendly lines. We were at the 10,000 specified. Now we begin our descent. 9 through 9.5. Trim the aeroplane out for the descent here. Well, we lost 1 today. Bit of a disappointment.
Airfield leader to Kenway, checking out, returning to base.
That's impressive, actually. That it's identified that I'm crossing back into this landing area, and it sent a radio message on my behalf in that Canadian voice. That's quite a nice touch. There's a couple of really nice little finesses on this mission. Oh, wow. Someone else has been shot down over there. Looks like flak. Really, the flak is horrific. Now, I think actually the channel for ATC is Bravo. So we can switch now back to the Bravo channel. Oh, I was on the Charlie channel. Naughty. Yep, that's Bravo. I was hearing the transmissions even though I was on the wrong channel. Okay, air traffic control at Saint-Croix-sur-Mer. Inbound.
Field 1-1, inbound. Field 1-1, fly heading 85 for 8, QFE 30.01, runway 27, to pattern altitude.
Runway 07, heading 085 for runway 07. Okay, good. I don't know why they're making me hit 085 actually, because if we're going to be landing on 07. No, it's all good. Don't stress. Now we're going to be landing on about 27.
In field 1-1, request navigation assistance.
Okay, let's turn some lights on here.
1-1, ADS, you're heading 9-8.
Heading 9-8. I'm going to hit on this heading for a fraction. The effort should be behind me. Yeah, there it is. I'm going to turn back onto finals now. Just fighting a bit of torque with the engine there. Yeah, for about 2800 and plus 2. And we'll line up on straight down this direction. This is the way we took off, so assuming the wind hasn't changed, we should be fine. Got one aircraft on the runway down the far end. Let's hope he doesn't try to get in. Okay, setting up for landing now. Throttle right back. Full fine RPM. Open the canopy. Airspeed at 160. And destabilize the airplane from the lead off a bit of airspeed. Lower the gear. Gear. As long as we stay below 140, I'm happy. Flaps down. Someone's landing or getting airborne there, right in front of me. Let's hope he's landing. Okay, we're into wind at least, which is good news. Approach speed 110, that's fine, I'm happy with that. Just going to trim the nose up a bit. Starting to sink now, a little bit more power. Just landing.
In field 1-1, request landing.
Okay, now the tricky part. The landing is down. It says it's down. It says it's down. Oh, there's a bit much brake. Oh dear. Oh, I had hardly any brakes on then. Ugh. What the hell just happened? Oh, that's weird. I had my brakes set to about 5%. Really hardly anything. And then the nose just dropped. Okay, well. Oh, you poor bugger have to go around. I'm going to taxi across the runway. Wow, that was interesting. I mean, we're okay. We survived the landing. Oh no! Someone's had to bail out over there. Oh, this is chaos. So this is just indicative of the broken AI in DCS, what you're seeing at the moment. You're seeing aircraft struggling to land, flying around very low and slow with massive nose-up attitude, because they're trying to follow me, I think. What I might have to do is do a quick... tell my wingman, tell my flight to RTB. Navigation. Turn to base.
Flight RTB.
Maybe I should have done that before. I'm not sure. I should have instructed a return to base earlier. Okay, so we've lost 2 aircraft and 1 pilot so far today. That guy had to bail out just next to the airfield there because he got slow. It looks like one of my wingmen is actually on finals over here now too. Let's watch him. His gear is down. He may actually be able to land this. Lean the mixture here. Where's this guy? Where's this chap set down? Okay, rather tidy, as you would expect from the AI. Good, so there we go. That was the very first mission of the Epsom campaign. I think I've got 3 or 4 vehicles. Please wait, what was that? Please wait while something is happening. Let's see what it says I got. Vehicles. Show mine. 2. I got 2 out of 247. And I'm not sure how many my flight got. What are we? Are we red or blue? I think we're blue, aren't we? I can't quite recall. We're blue, yeah. Okay, I will leave it at that. Now let's see. Is there a further debriefing here? We'll just turn the mags off, close the covers, turn the fuel supply off. That can be off. Close off the primer. Guns to safe. Should have done that already. Flaps to the up position. Gear can remain down. And leave the canopy open. Let's hop out. And is this door open? And we'll see what the results were. Quit button. There's the debriefing. Mission name. I don't know if that means that we passed the mission. How do I know what this means? Close that. Does that mean I've passed the mission?